guys, so welcome to another do-it-yourself project. I know it's been a minute, I'm sorry, but for a minute I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop this YouTube thing because I don't see it being, something long-term that I'm gonna continue to do. And I was like, you know what, let me just hop on. So anywho, so what I have been doing is doing a lot of do-it-yourself projects to kind of finish off my home the way I want it. The reason why I do a lot of do-it-yourself projects is because there may not be the exact item that I'm wanting that's in the store. A lot of times I'm having to tweak this. I'm having to, or I'm having to search and search and search, and it's like it's nothing that I'm wanting. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to just make, what I need and what I want. So anyways, excuse the mess all around me. It's because I am in my bedroom making these. For one, it's very comforting. I love the tranquil that's in my room. It's so serene, and a lot of times at night I'll come in here, put on a good movie or a good show, and I'll be working on my projects in here. However, this project here is actually for the bedroom, so it's, perfect place. So not all the time do I work in my bedroom, but it's just kind of, it's just a good feeling. I don't know, when I'm working and I'm looking at TV and so forth. But anywho, enough about that. So what I am making now, there's two different names for this, and I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly because I still cannot pronounce this for the life of me. Okay, so for my bedroom, I never wanted heavy curtains for my bedroom. For one, I feel like heavy curtains, in my opinion, it's kind of old-fashioned in a sense. I'm so used to seeing in my, when I went to my grandparents' house, curtains everywhere, drapes. Or if I went to like one of my aunt's house, just, somebody's house back in the day, they had drapes. And it just reminds me like the heavy drapes that just go over the whole window, makes the room look dark. Now, I am a fan of drapes that hang maybe on the side or in the middle or some kind of a design. But when you have these heavy drapes that's just down and just blocking all this natural sunlight, it just brings your energy level down. Does that make sense? So anywho, I wanted something on my windows besides blinds, but I didn't want anything to be blocking my blinds because I love when I wake up in the morning and you can see the sunrise. At night you can see the moon. The moon shines towards my house every night and I love it. Maybe it's my love for science, I don't know. Maybe it's just my astrology, I'm just such a I don't know, I'm just such an I don't like the outdoors as much because of bugs and spiders, but I love the nature. I love connecting with nature, if that makes sense. So anyway, enough about that. That's why I don't have stuff covering my windows. Does that make sense? Okay, so basically what I'm making, there's two different names that I've heard. I've heard window valances, the valance, and I've also heard Cornice window treatment. If I'm saying that wrong, if I'm butchering it, I'm sorry, but hey, I don't know. But anyway, these are window valance where I made myself. Okay, and this is the I'm dropping it inside of one. Excuse the little pinch in the middle. That's just where my board connects, but it wouldn't show when I hang it up. But anyway, you can kind of see here. Okay, so basically I am making my own, and I'm gonna let you know the tools that I will be using, and I'll finish my last one on video for y'all. Okay, so the first thing is that I have 3 windows. My windows are bay windows, although I'm going to do the same with the same size valance for all 3. I'm not doing the whole connecting thing at all. I still feel like connecting is kind of old-fashioned, but to me it reminds me of just more of a sitting, like maybe in a kitchen, something of that feel. Not for my bedroom anyway, not for me. So anyway, what I did was I bought 2 of these foam poster boards. These are the ones you can get. They're like 88 cents at Walmart. This is what I purchased. I only bought was it 2 boards or 3? I think I purchased 3. So I'm lying, 3. Yeah, so I purchased three. Yeah, I purchased 3 of them. I couldn't remember. Anyway, I purchased 3 boards, whereas I cut them in half, and then as I cut them in half, I then put them together. So I'll show you in a second what I mean. So I bought this. I also bought some duct tape. I'm all over the place. Some duct tape. You need a glue gun, glue sticks, or you'll need like fabric glue or fabric adhesive tape, some kind of something to glue your fabric down to your board. Duct tape to put your board together, or whatever strong tape that you want to use is fine. Of course, you'll need fabric. I found this fabric that matches the colors of my room perfectly. This is from Hobby Lobby. Right now there's a sale. By the time this video goes out, it's probably not going to be a sale on it, but it was like $6. This time it was $6 a yard. Last time I went, it was like $16 a yard. Some mess like that. Other supplies that you would need is a measuring tape or a ruler. Okay, this is a measuring tape. Or a ruler. And for me, the ruler, this ruler here is broken, but I use it to, I'll put my points and then I'll draw a line, a straight line, so that way I know where to cut my board, okay? A pencil, I'm using one of the kids' big fat pencils. You're also going to need an, what is this called? And I think it's an exact, what is this called? I'm pretty sure all y'all know about this. Y'all probably use this and everything. I think it's called an X-Acto knife. Where's my paper? Okay, so this is a light duty, it just says light duty knife, but this is supposed to be an is it X-Acto knife? But anyway, it's a sharp edge where you just kind of go along the poster board. You can actually cut the poster board without cutting it in half, where you can just bend it. So this is a very useful tool. You're also going to need some polyfill quilt batting. This is a small bag that I used. It was enough to do 3 of mine, exact measurements of what I needed. Like, I didn't have to cut anything down. I just cut it in strips. I laid it out and cut it in 3 strips, and it fit perfectly. And I'll show you that in a second. I forgot how much this was. I want to say it was like maybe $4 and some change. The X-Acto knife was like maybe $2-3 if I'm saying it correctly. I'm not for sure. The duct tape was like $3. And then I also got some Velcro. I normally Velcro almost everything if it's not heavy to my walls, because I didn't want to put a lot of holes in my walls. I am going to try this right here. There's many ways you can hang them. You can put an already flat curtain rod behind it and just hook it that way. I am going to try this method here, where I'm just putting strong heavy duty Velcro and then Velcroing it to the wall. That way, if I decide to change up my bedding or whatever the case may be, it would be as easy as taking it apart, leaving that part there, and then putting the next part up, if that makes sense. What I would suggest, now that I have been doing these, is that I would actually buy a yardstick, and I would put a yardstick like right in the middle, like where you see where it's kind of bending. It's not going to do that up there because it's going to be sitting like this. But what I suggest is, which I still can do it, and I don't know why I didn't look for a yardstick today at the craft store. I can always order one from Walmart. But anyway, if I have any problems. But what I would suggest doing is gluing or taping, whichever way, a yardstick under your fabric going across. And to me, that'll kind of keep it straight and from kind of bending, because you are taping 2 boards together. So yeah, that would be my only suggestion that I would have probably done differently. Okay, so let me show you the one I'm working on, and then I'll just have y'all see what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because I need to get finished before the twins wake up from their nap. Okay, so here's one that is not complete. So as you can see, I have 2 boards, one on this side, one on that side. They're cut in half, and I just tape them in the middle. Okay, so it's 1 big board on each side. I cut the board in half, and use 2 halves to make a long piece. Okay, so 1 board would make 1 of these. Okay, so 3 boards in all is what I used. I then used duct tape to cut. So on the very ends inside, you're going to cut down to where it's enough just to cut one side, and then you're going to bend it. So you're cutting whichever corner is going to be here, that's the corner you're going to cut, and then you're going to bend it. Okay, same here, you're going to cut and then bend. And if you cut the wrong side, you just flip it over and use the other side. Okay, so it's no big deal. Then you're going to tape it in the middle here. You're going to tape it where it bends like this. Okay, so yours should look like this. Okay, then after you tape it all good and how you want it, this is the size of the quilt batting that I'm using. So all I did was lay this flat on top of it, and I just folded it over. Okay, so this is hot glued to the board. So you see, this is how it is. I flipped it over, glued it, flipped this over on the end, glued it, and it's there, it's staying. So now you're gonna see the part of me actually just putting the fabric on with a hot glue gun, and that's it. And then you'll see me adding the Velcro, and then you'll possibly see me attaching it to the wall. Okay, so again, I will be checking with y'all soon. All right. So there you have it. I am done. See how quick that was. I am actually happy with how it turned out. Hopefully y'all can see that pretty well. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. To give you an idea of how this is going to go up, or what I'm going to do with this, let me show you. Going to be going up here above my window. Can y'all see that? So that's where that's gonna go. I'm excited. I love the way it came out.